Finally, the scariest haunted house of all time at Halloween Horror Nights is officially returning to this year's event, because you're going to step into the Further. Insidious the Further will officially be a brand new haunted house at both HHN Orlando and HHN Hollywood. Hello spooky friends, and welcome back to Exploring Attractions. Please, if you do enjoy this video at the end, leave it a like, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button with those bell notifications on if you want to see more videos like the one that you're watching right now. And you can check out our spooky Haunt Talk podcast, Rob and I, the Halloween Hour, where we talk about all things haunt related, horror movies, and all that fun stuff, all down below in the description. But yes, everybody, we're all stepping into the Further because Insidious officially returns in an all-new original haunted house. And there's a couple few details that some people might have missed with the Insidious announcement. But on top of that, over at Universal Studios Florida, they also announced multi-night tickets, so frequent fear passes are now on sale. Well, some of them at least, and we'll get into that a little bit later on in the video. But I want to discuss Insidious before that. We've seen Insidious at Halloween Horror Nights before, and the reason why I say it's one of the scariest haunted houses ever is because it was. And I'm referencing HHN 2014. The Insidious house on both coasts at HHN 2014 was absolutely terrifying. I mean, one of the scariest I've ever been through for sure. It had everything. It had the man who couldn't breathe, and it had some callbacks to other movies as well. And then flash forward 3 years later, we had Insidious in 2017, which there was a lot of parts of this that were heavily focused on the last key. I believe at the very end there's a big focus on the Insidious the last key, while also seeing some of the different demons and whatnot from the other movies. The house in HHN 2017 was not very good. They really dropped the ball with that one, in my opinion. There were a lot of black walls in Hollywood, and it just didn't really work out. However, flash forward to 2024, and they've announced Insidious the Further. That's the official name of the haunted house, and this haunted house will be based around all the different movies from the Insidious franchise. That's including the brand new one called The Red Door. So we'll see different demons and stuff like that, like the lipstick demon, like the dreaded red-faced demon who's all over the place. We'll see the man who can't breathe. We'll see the monster from The Last Key, and tons of different demons and monsters that we've seen in the Insidious movies, which are all honestly super terrifying. As confirmed by John Murdy, the head of Halloween Horror Nights, on Twitter yesterday, our maze over in Hollywood will be located in the H slot, where Universal Monsters Unmasked was located last year. And actually, if you've been riding the studio tour, you can kind of make out exactly what the facade's going to be. It's going to be the Demon's Lair. It's a beautiful facade, one of the best facades I've seen in a while, and the fact that they're doing this for Insidious, which they've already brought back multiple times to the event, shows how much they care about the facades in Hollywood nowadays. It looks amazing. If that's any idea of exactly how good the house is going to be, then I'm all for it, because they've had that detail facade up for a while, and it looks absolutely incredible. Over in Orlando, unofficially, it will be in a soundstage. So I believe that HHN 2014, correct me if I'm wrong, they also had it in a soundstage over in Orlando, and the facade was very large in scale and very beautiful. So I'm interested to see what they pull off with this year's over at Universal Studios Florida. But yeah, like I said, this Insidious house will be based around all the different movies that we've seen in the franchise, and I'm really excited to see everything brought to life, and I'm ready to go through it absolutely terrified. Everybody's in for a treat, and I'm super excited about that. Well, yes, some people are like, okay, we've seen Insidious before. I'm honestly hyped about it. I love the Insidious movies, and they're all really good. They have terrifying demons, and honestly, it has like a haunted house experience written all over it, all the different movies too. So I'm excited to see what scenes they pull off from The Red Door. Maybe we'll take a trip into his kind of apartment, or his dorm, if you will, and see different callbacks as far as the previous movies and all of our favorite monsters and demons along the way. And man, I can't wait to hear Tiptoe Through the Tulips playing on repeat, like at the end of the house, or like in the middle of the house, or wherever they're playing it. I'm sure they're going to be playing it somewhere, or maybe even when we're in line for the house. I can't wait to hear it blasting. It's going to get me even more excited for the haunted house experience. So yeah, it's coming to HHN Orlando and HHN Hollywood. I'll read a little quick paragraph, as I always do, from the press release, so you guys get an idea of exactly how Universal feels about this experience. Guests' journey into Insidious the Further begins as they step through the iconic Red Door, where many of the tormented spirits and demons from the franchise await, determined to ensnare humans and steal their souls. fans will come face to face with the red-faced demon, who will attempt to lure them into his lair, the grim Keyface, hoping to lock his victims in his dark dimension, the ghastly and dangerous bride in black, and the vengeful spirit of the man who can't breathe. As guests make their way through the haunted house, they'll go from red door to red door, traveling deeper into a dark and timeless astral world where they must evade this collection of sinister creatures, and every spine-chilling turn of their souls will be trapped there forever. So that's kind of the little description that Universal Orlando and Universal Studios Hollywood gave us about Insidious the Further, now coming officially to Halloween Horror Nights. But one more thing that I wanted to talk about before I wrap this video up, as all the multi-night passes are now on sale for both Florida and Hollywood. They have been for Hollywood for a while, now they are for Florida. And while yes, most of them are on sale, like frequent fear passes and stuff like that, there have some, and actually the most expensive frequent fear passes, that have sold out already, because most of the frequent fear passes with Express have already sold out. They literally sold out on the very first day. It's absolutely insane, and just goes to show you how popular HHN is getting every single year. Keep in mind, I'm referencing Universal Studios Florida because you can only buy a frequent fear pass with Express in Universal Studios Florida. Well, not anymore because they're sold out. But yeah, that's crazy, everybody. So I highly recommend, especially if you're going to Orlando this year and you want to buy a frequent fear pass, that you buy it as soon as possible, because the popularity is getting absolutely insane, and they definitely will sell out. And if you want access to those premium scare nights as well, you want to get that as well, because I'm sure that'll sell out in the near future as more popularity starts to grow and more announcements start to come out about both events. But yeah, I think that's a record. I've never seen that happen as far as a frequent fear pass or just anything in general selling out the literal first day for Halloween Horror Nights. It's absolutely insane, and it just goes to show you how popular both events are getting. But yeah, if you're looking to buy tickets and stuff like that, then make sure you visit both the Universal Studios Hollywood website and the Universal Orlando Resort website to snag your tickets to this year's HHN. Because let me tell y'all, what the announcements of A Quiet Place, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, and now Insidious the Further, and of course a bunch of original houses, this year is definitely going to be a whole lot of fun. Let me know down below in the comments section what you guys think of Insidious returning to this year's event, and please, if you want to support the channel, all it takes is leaving this video a like, because it really helps our algorithm a whole lot and gets our videos pushed out there a lot more to all HHN fans and just theme park fans in general. My name is Scott, and you've been watching Exploring Attractions. Positivity is key, and most importantly, remember to keep exploring. Peace out, everybody.